What's up guys, I'm here in Cape Town right now. It hasn't really been windy the last few days, so I was like, yeah, why not put out another YouTube video? I know it's been a while, and today I'm just going to show you how I like to pack my board bag before I fly. There's a few little tips and tricks that I think can be very important, especially for someone that has never done it before. I remember broken booms, broken boards, pretty much broken everything the first couple times I was flying. So yeah, hope you guys can avoid by watching this. Today I'm gonna pack a 32 kilo board bag. I'm using my... Oh my god, they're crashing my YouTube video. Trying to film a YouTube video! So as I was saying, today I'm gonna use my Severne Ultra Light. It's a double board bag. Means I can put 2 boards or 1 board and sails, mast, booms, everything I need.
My name is Giel Vlucht and today I'm going to show you how to use a harness. This is a windsurfing harness. I used to be a windsurfer instructor back in the day.
So first thing you want to do, obviously, if you have your fin on your board, unscrew that. Take the fin out because that can be, yeah, not ideal when you fly to have your fin in there. Then I like to just take the little screw, put it in here so it doesn't get lost. And now we have a nice and flat board. So you can come closer for this one. Probably the most important thing I want you to keep from this video, if your board has a screw that is there to equalize the pressure within your board so it doesn't delaminate when you fly. Yeah, it would really be bad for your board if you don't take this out. Some boards have a valve that you don't need to take out, and that's fine, but in my case the starboard uses a valve that I need to remove. And obviously make sure not to forget to put it back in before you go in the water. I like to always open my foot strap a little bit, put the screw inside so I don't lose it, and I always know where it is. Alright, that's pretty much everything you need to do before packing your gear. It's always nice to lay it out, and I always write a list where I see everything I want to take, so I make sure not to forget a mast or a boom or something very important. So then we're gonna open up the board bag. It's quite sandy. Last time I used it was at a beach. All right. So there's two ways that we can pack our board bag. One is the one I prefer, to put the board first, then the sails, then the mast, and then the boom. This is the way I'm going to show you today. No idea. But there's also the way to protect your board from the bottom, is by putting the 3 sails first. So like this. Board on top, and then I would put my mast and my boom on top of that. So this kind of protects the bottom of the board from hits that can happen in the plane or during transport. I personally don't really have any issues with board damage by putting the board underneath. So that's the way I'm going to show you today. I've been traveling like this for since I started, and this has kind of been the best way for me, and I'll show you in a second why I'm doing it like that. So I'm gonna put my board first, take out this sail, put my board first, make sure it's nice and centered. Then I'm gonna take my first sail, put it in, my second sail, and my third sail. Also here I'm going to make sure it's all sort of centered. Doesn't need to be perfect. And the reason I'm putting the sails in between my board and the boom is because in the past I've had the boom actually hit a hole into my board when I wasn't careful there, or if someone threw my board bag, because that's the thing at airports, you never know how they're gonna treat it, so you just want to pack it in a way that makes it as safe as possible. Third thing I'm gonna put is my mast. I'm gonna try and avoid contact between my board and the mast, just because the mast is quite hard, and even though I have this little protection cushion, it's not very thick, so if I get a hard hit on my board, then that might damage it. So like that. And then we're gonna put our boom. I always like to make sure that it's set on the smallest setting, so that kind of makes for a stronger structure on the inside. And also very, very important is to put the head of the boom sideways, put the little rope in there and close it. And now we have like a very straight surface that is gonna help us not to damage anything. I'm gonna put this smooth surface on the bottom, like this. And again, I want to avoid contact from my boom with the board, because yeah, hard board, hard boom, something is gonna break if they touch. So I have the sails and the mast in between. I can even add some protection with a wetsuit if I really want to. Go like this, like that. Also, with having the sails in between the board, that gives me kind of the very top to place things. Yeah, the base, screwdrivers, extensions, which again can also damage your gear. This is what we want to avoid. We want to pack it as compact and as least fragile as possible, if that's even a word. So I will just put my extension here, and I can put the base kind of inside the wetsuit like that, so it doesn't move around. Then we have almost last the harness that I usually just wrap around like this, being careful with the hook not to be too close to the board. And then I have my 2 screwdrivers. A lot of the time I only have one, this time I have 2. Same thing I can do here is just put it inside the wetsuit like this, and same for the fin. And now everything is nice and flat, and I can try and close my board bag. So also here we want to make sure that there's not a lot of pressure on the zipper, because the last thing we want right now is the zipper to break. It's okay to squeeze everything, it should be fine the way we've packed it. So yeah, this is how I pack my board bag since about 10 years of traveling. Again, this is no guarantee that all your gear is gonna arrive fine. If someone at the airport wants to break something, they're gonna manage. I'm gonna be honest with you, but this is the way that I found that works for me, that keeps my gear safe and is also very compact. So yeah, I can pack everything in one board bag instead of having to spread it out in multiple board bags. It's getting a little cold. I'm gonna enjoy this view. It actually turned out very beautiful. And yeah, I'm gonna go home, eat something, and I will see you guys in the next YouTube video. I am a normal person, I promise.